Hi, welcome back to Poorly Explained. So this is a show that I watched like 3 months ago, and we got busy doing other things that weren't this.
Yeah, I even pretended like I was gonna do a poorly explained.
Anyway, here's Ultraseven. I was kind of excited about this one. This is the Pokemon one.
You were actually excited. It did not seem to me like you were excited.
That's fair.
Cause like I was excited.
I was slightly interested in this, more so than the next one, which is the Return of Ultraman, which is like it's just Ultraman coming back, whatever. So, like last time, I'll give you a little rundown of the characters, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So the last one, what was the last group called? It was like the SSS or something.
It was
The Science Special Search Party.
yeah, it was Quad S.
Which
is where the Quad S and SSS...
party. That the word that starts with an S.
Fuck. Fuck.
It was Tri-SP.
No, it was the Special Science Search...
Science Special Search Party.
Fuck. There was something that had the Quad S in it.
Yeah, Superhuman Cyber Samurai Squad.
Oh, that's a completely different franchise. I'm a fucking idiot. Just go. I'm crossing wires.
Okay, so they're not in this anymore. It's no longer the SSSP. There's a Terrestrial Defense Force, and within that is the Ultra Guard.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna number out these people. Just because there's Captain Kirishima. He's the first member.
Okay.
There's Soga. He's a marksman.
Okay.
Furuhashi. He's the muscle.
Okay.
Strongest man in the unit, in the entire defense force.
Okay.
Strongest man.
Fair enough.
I don't think they ever use that. There's some dude named Amagi. He's a planner. Anne, lady. I'm not even numbering these people off. I'm sorry. Anyway, Anne is the fifth member. She's lady, age unknown. Is
it like a joke?
They specified that at the beginning. They're giving everybody the rundown, like, oh, Furuhashi, he's like 26. He's been in the military for 15 years or some nonsense.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
And then there's Dan. He's the Ultraseven.
Okay.
Now, you might notice that there's 6 people there. And you want to take a guess of who the 7th person is?
The Parasite?
No, yeah, that's right. Ultraseven. He's the 7th. He was named Ultraseven before they had 7 people in this group. He was 7 before they had 6 people in this group.
Oh, that's called thinking ahead.
See, so unlike Ultraman and whoever he was residing in, Dan is Ultraseven. Dan is his human alter ego.
Okay, so the 6th and 7th member are technically the same.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And he's called Ultraseven because he's the 7th member. Yeah. No, that's...
Alright, yeah.
That's probably wrong, actually, but that's how I saw it.
That's fine.
Okay, so cool aliens are abducting people, and it's up to the Ultra Guard to stop them. Dan uses his robot chicken kaiju to disable the spaceship and takes the ship out to the dumping grounds in space. He then joins the Ultra Guard.
So, the Ultra Guard is like, we gotta solve this, and somehow Dan, out of nowhere, is like, go chicken, go super ultra mega chicken, and solves it, and they're like, we need you.
Yes.
Number 7.
No, he was number 6.
Well, but I assume
they don't know that Dan is Ultraseven.
Then how the fuck did he get recruited?
Because he was there and he told them about radio waves or some shit like that.
Oh my god. Okay, cool.
So the first scene you see with him is he's coming down the mountain, he's like hitchhiking and whatnot, and the Ultra Guard pulls up with their car and he's like, don't go that way, it's dangerous, and like gas him. And he's like, no. And then he saves them from an invisible spaceship.
Sick.
A meteorite daintily lands in an astronaut's backyard when he returns from space. The astronaut is actually an alien who turns other people into aliens. He is stopped when Dan smashes a smaller rock of the same substance and cut in half. Everyone recovers.
Yeah.
Now, I can't ask you to ask me questions because I don't remember any of this anymore.
Sick. Awesome.
So we're both kind of in this situation of this is all we got.
Oh, God. Okay.
Earth is invaded by teenager twins who steal Ultraseven sunglasses and a rocket ship. They are blown up while fleeing.
Cool. Tied up the loose ends. Good.
In an elaborate plot, aliens abduct boats into space to separate the Ultra Guard. Ultraseven sunglasses are stolen again. A bomb is planted in the Terrestrial Defense Force base. Ultraseven returns the bomb to the aliens. Oh, this is going to be good. Facehuggers with time powers attempt to use the smartest man alive to sabotage the Defense Force from the inside. Unfortunately, the dumbest Ultraman alive thwarts them. Yeah, he shows up and he's just like, that guy's bad! He doesn't make any attempt to be like, no, here's what's going on. He's just like, no, that guy bad. He's trying to assassinate me.
Oh my god.
An alien city is on a collision course with Earth, and they kindly ask the Earth to be relocated. In response, the Defense Force blows up the city. The sole survivor attempts to blow up the Earth, but retreats into the shadows. He's a shadow man, and they walk in, and he's just like, don't be alarmed, I'm in pain.
But how did he plan to blow up the Earth if they already blew up the city? What was he gonna do it with? Did he have a bomb?
Probably.
Oh my god. Alright.
A gas-guzzling alien appears, does some murders, steals 1/3 of a plane. He dies when the plane explodes.
Yeah, he separated 1/3 of the plane.
Okay, so they got this plane that Voltron's together.
Okay.
And there's 3 parts of it.
I see.
One of it's a long pen shape, and then the worst Power Rangers type ships.
Yeah.
Airplanes.
Yeah.
They just kind of land. They dock on top of it.
Oh, good. It just stacks. Awesome.
Yeah, and he stole 1/3 of that. I think he stole the pen.
Cool.
Aliens attempt to use drugs to convince humans to destroy each other.
Wow, can't believe they thought they needed drugs to do that.
Something about trust, I guess? I don't know. They're like, oh, people trust each other too much and drug them. A squid pretending to be a toy maker and his real doll attempts to arm and hypnotize children into conquering the world.
Okay.
Dan gets trapped in the 4th dimension and the Ultra Guard blows up a flying saucer.
Okay. And I assume that solved the problem.
I think so.
Okay.
The 4th dimension was kind of weird. It had balloons in it.
Sick.
Just all balloons.
It's like the jelly bean dimension from that one Dragon Ball movie. Anyway.
A space dragon lands on Earth and a Yeti traps Dan in the 2nd dimension. The dragon turns into a flying saucer. Dan is freed when the Ultra Guard hits the reverse switch on the camera gun. That's how he got trapped in the 2nd dimension.
By a camera.
By a camera gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Wielded
right.
by a Yeti who came out of a dragon.
I guess that's where the one Yeti went when he got launched out of the high-speed train.
Aliens attempt to extort solid fuel from the Ultra Guard by holding 2 members hostage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I would love to give you more context. I don't have any for that one.
Oh boy. Alright.
The American base angers aliens from the Dark Planet. They infiltrate the Defense Force and begin picking agents off. A robot is summoned and is immune to Ultraseven's attacks. And then this gets followed up in the next episode. Dan attempts diplomacy, but because aliens can't be trusted, they immediately try to invade. A weapon is developed to kill the robot, and the aliens retreat.
Okay.
A disembodied eye promises to make a child the strongest child if he returns his rock. The child does so, and surprise, the eye lied. Because he's an alien. Aliens can't be trusted. The man whose face Ultraseven stole is trapped in a mine after a cave-in. Turns out there was a robot city nearby. Ultraseven loses his sunglasses again, but gets them back with his belt buckle. Nobody questions the fact that these two guys share the same face.
I'm assuming that that's referring to Dan, the Dan form.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You see, when Dan showed up, or when Ultraseven showed up, he found this guy who fell off a cliff. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna cut the rope so you don't die with me," because there were two dudes hiking, I guess. And he's like, "You're like the pinnacle of bravery and goodness, so I'm gonna steal your face."
Was Ultraseven like a weird alien at that time?
Yeah, he was in his red jumpsuit.
Japanese aliens are so fucking weird. Anyway, just...
Okay, let's see here. During a routine skydiving session, two members of the Ultra Guard go missing in pseudospace. Ultraseven fights an alien cricket, and the gang almost ditches him when the space dissipates.
How many alternate dimensions exist in this fucking...
A lot.
Oh my god. It's like they keep picking out new ones.
Yeah.
Subspace. The second dimension. The fourth dimension.
I think there's another one coming up.
Candyland. I don't know.
The Defense Force puts up a barrier in space, and butthead aliens don't like that.
Damn.
They attempt to steal the secrets of the barrier so they can blow up Earth. They fail and attempt to run after planting a bomb to blow up the Earth. There's a lot of bombs that are going to blow up the Earth.
I mean, it's probably cheap on the production side.
A series of earthquakes cause the Ultra Guard to cooperate with the world's most intimidating professor. Apparently, aliens are mining the Earth's core. The alien is outed by his Omni can opener. I think it was a can opener that had like a lot of cans, or a lot of like blades. I don't fucking remember.
Okay.
Anyway, Ultraseven fights the worst suit. I think the monster was just terrible in that one.
Okay.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear arrives in the form of battleships cobbled together by aliens who ride around in a zebra print star-shaped spacecraft.
Is this the fuck? No, wait. Is this those one aliens with the weird giant heads and they're like something seconds or whatever?
Oh, the Dada seconds?
Yeah.
No, these were not the Dadas.
Damn it. Okay.
At least I don't think they were.
Because I know the Dadas had like weird...
Yeah, zebra print.
Yeah. Okay.
Subaquatic crotch-faced monsters attempt to use ladies' bodies as farms for their raspberry chicken wings.
Okay! Are they like raspberry flavored or
They look like raspberries and chicken wings put together. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I vaguely remember that, but... A fortune teller is targeted by aliens because he knows their plans. Then that's it.
Okay.
Nobody believes him. He's a shitty fortune teller.
Sick.
Aliens turn the Arctic skies into a no-fly zone with their lighthouse. Ultraseven uses his robot chicken again, and it fails miserably. B-plot: the Muscle's mom wants him to come home.
Okay.
What they do is they use their satellite, and they're able to hijack planes, and they just crash them into each other. I don't know why.
Okay, alright, that's... alright, yeah.
That's how they make it a new no-fly zone.
Why are there planes flying over the Arctic or Antarctic or whatever?
Shut up.
Cool.
The third ice age begins, and the gang forces Dan to walk home in a super blizzard. Dan's also weak to the cold now. Yeah, no, like it's like 30 feet of snow, and like, Dan, you can get home by yourself, right? We'd go out and help you, but like, it's cold out there. And then he loses his sunglasses.
Sick.
That's a running thing.
I've noticed.
Okay, the Defense Force makes a super weapon equivalent to 8,000 hydrogen bombs and blows up a planet. A creature mutated from the radiation attacks Earth.
Okay. Hang on. What planet? Did they blow up Mercury?
No, it was some fake ass planet that supposedly had no life on it. They just decided, hey...
How do they find a planet and get there and blow it up? The only planets around are the ones around us. Those are the only ones that are close enough.
Well, it wasn't, like, a real planet.
Oh my fucking god.
It's fine.
Is it?
No.
Cool.
No, they developed a missile.
I don't even think 8,000 hydrogen bombs is enough to blow up a planet. Like, I really
it's
don't
fine.
think
They were going to make an even stronger one.
Oh my god.
The Borg used the Legion of Doom swamp base to cyborg a man into blowing up the defense base. The man gives up the Borg's location and they get bombed. The man is uncyborged in time for his wedding.
Cool. Glad they can just fix that.
Explosives need to be transported, and Dan really wants to use a rally car. The explosive is put in the trunk, and shenanigans ensue when the rival rally cars attempt to take them out. It's revealed that Dan was a decoy, and the explosives were transported in a truck. A dinosaur tank hybrid agrees to be the test subject for the explosive.
Did Tank Ceratops from fucking FF7 show up?
No, it was more like a T-Rex with tank treads.
Is it sentient?
Yes.
Where did it come from?
Probably aliens, knowing this series.
Oh my god. Okay.
A college student helps an alien launch the satellite into space because the alien believed in his teleportation theory. The satellite was collecting data for an invasion. The student and the alien get in the teleporter and die together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That went well.
Wow. Whew. New guy joins the Ultra Guard. He's a glory seeker and he wants to one-up Dan for some reason. During a training operation, an alien takes control of the tanks. New guy dies.
I really like killing people in this series.
That's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
A lady kisses alien bacteria and becomes a vampire.
She's got good aim.
A blood transfusion is done, and one of the Ultra Guard and the lady... A blood transfusion is done with one of the Ultra Guard, and the lady kidnaps him because he's got that special blood.
Oh, God.
She gets caught, and Dan has to shrink down and fight the bacteria vampire controlling her. Dan learns Bubble Beam.
Cool.
An asteroid island appears, and Dan and company get stranded on it. Turns out it's a time bomb headed for the Defense Force base. They prepare the ultimate weapon, Killy, but don't use it because Dan and friends are on the island. Dan decapitates the local kaiju and uses its head as a beacon to guide the island away from the base. I don't remember that. I remember the Killy.
Yeah. The island moves. That's Okay.
Shadow necromancers steal cadavers to infiltrate the Defense Force base and steal their booty jams. Ultraseven gets shrunken and trapped in a cup. He gets better. 7 goes to space to fight the necromancers, but gets trapped in another cup. He gets better. New scene transitions begin here. They were... if I remember this correctly, there were a bunch of like weird scene transitions that were just like the screen would stop and they would like shake a bit, and then the new scene would start.
Okay.
It was really weird. And they use it for like the next few episodes, and then they stop, and I don't know.
So it doesn't mean anything?
Doesn't mean anything, no.
Damn it. Because like I would really be down for like editing nonsense being like indicative of like a plot development, but you know, guess I had too high hopes for this.
Alright, so the Brazzers monster burgles downtown so it can lay...
What now?
The Brazzers monster.
Okay, I thought you said Brazzers, and I'm like, is that something I don't want to know about? Anyway.
It burgles downtown so it can... Okay, if I remember this correctly, it literally steals downtown. So it can lay low for a while, and the Ultra Guard doesn't like that.
Yeah, I bet.
It burgles Ultraseven and uses him for nefarious deeds. The human form of Brazzers is shot. and becomes a kaiju who becomes dried out, and the wind scatters its remains. The burgled buildings are happy. I think somebody's like, well, do you think buildings have feelings? And do you think they'd be like happier being out here in the middle of nowhere as opposed to downtown? And they're like, I think they're happier out here.
Yeah, don't personify inanimate objects. Doesn't go well.
An alien from the captain's past tries to make Dan look foolish by sabotaging their spacecraft. He's immediately killed. An unrelated kaiju appears, and Seven gets cold during the moon night. A meteor explodes and warms them up. They went up to the moon.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't put that in here. Aliens try to use the top marksman to sabotage an artificial sun project.
Okay.
An alien lady steals Dan's sunglasses, and her home world launches a missile at Earth. She is convinced to return them when she learns the missile will kill her.
Wow.
A kid needs surgery, but won't go through with it unless Dan is there. Unfortunately, Dan has to fight a trash compactor bent on eating cars. They plant bombs in the cars, and later 70s use as a projectile. He shrinks down, they put him in a gun.
Cool.
I don't know how that worked. I don't know why that works.
It's fine.
Aliens analyze Seven's fighting capabilities using a training video and set up to capture him. Once hostage, they plan to execute him at dawn, which is 5:21.
I mean, it could be. I'll give him that.
5:21 on the dot.
Can happen.
Seven sends a message to the Defense Force to make some MacGuffin to restore his power. They use a crystal that was conveniently brought up last episode. The Seven saves the day, and the gang pick on Dan for almost dying. I guess this was a two-parter. Alien Kappa appear at a lake, causing the Horny for Kappa fan club to check it out. Okay. The Ultra Guard is there for some reason. A giant Kappa appears to meet status quo.
I can only imagine why the Terror Guard were there. It's almost like they wanted to be a part of it.
Underwater humans ask politely for the seafloor construction to stop by blowing it up and stealing a British submarine.
Sick.
There's also a kid that warns them. An octopus kaiju helps. The Ultra Guard finds their underwater city and blows it up.
Wow.
The kid was a ghost.
Okay. Yeah, wow, just fucking casual genocide.
Look,
and then
it's fine.
And then fucking Sixth Sense. Sort of. Anyway.
Dan participates in a rocket test and ends up on planet number 4, a world where humans are a power supply to robots.
Oh, Matrix. But
also, the robots like to execute humans so much they'll be extinct in 500 years. The robots plan to colonize Earth to replenish their human supply.
Okay.
No, they just really like doing the execution thing. They would make movies, and like they would actually murder them on set.
Okay.
It's real good. A primate kaiju wants to replace human minds with monkey ones for reasons.
Okay.
Aliens attempt to exploit the boy who cried wolf mentality by making their saucers appear to be stars.
Okay.
Underwater aliens create a fake Ultraseven to destroy Earth. They fail to account for the real Ultraseven having plot armor.
Fair enough.
A man comes home late to his family who don't recognize him. Turns out his housing complex has been taken underground and replaced by one run by alien bats.
Okay.
Dan suffers from ultra fatigue after the 40-plus invasions and allows another invasion to happen. He's warned he can't become Ultraseven again, or he risks not being able to return home. He transforms anyway, nearly dying. And then, to conclude it, the invasion continues with major cities around the world being leveled. The alien base is discovered and the Defense Force sends in a bomb. Dan transforms one final time and leaves after the monster's killed.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's the end?
That's the end. So, for all the talk of it being the Pokemon one, they only get used like 10 times or so, like a fifth, and all of them are equally useless.
Well,
one of them gets mind controlled.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
Like the fucking robot chicken, he gets mind controlled.
This is the only one that seemed to come up.
Yeah, because his weird orb with horns, I don't really know how to explain it. It shows up, and usually all it does is buy time.
That's fair.
It shows up at least twice, and it loses both times.
I mean...
And then he's got a third one. I don't even remember what that one is. But, yeah, no, I don't really know how the whole Pokemon thing was really inspired from this. I know the guy said it was, so, like, that's all you really need.
Yeah, but... Wait, he specifically said it was Ultraseven?
I'm pretty sure there's some interviews like, oh yeah, Ultraseven. That's kind of one of the reasons.
Because the way you described it, there was like no capturing of monsters. He would just pull a monster out of his ass and...
Yeah, he had some capsules, and he would use them to buy time. It was really dumb.
I mean... It is unfortunate that, like, I can't, like, dig into some of these, because there are some that I'm, like, I'm missing the part where it's, like, how is the problem solved, but I'm
It's Ultraman. The problem was solved because Ultraman did a thing.
Well, yeah, but it's fun to know, like, and then Ultraman did this bullshit. Like, I enjoy the ones where it's, like... And then, I don't know, it's...
Yeah, probably should not have waited 3 months for this.
I mean, the real issue is, like, the way that... I don't want to critique what you're doing. That's...
Oh, no, go ahead. Go
but,
ahead.
Like...
If it helps me write better notes...
What I was doing with Power Rangers was... I was writing down, because I love, because here's the thing, this is going to turn into, like, a compliment. I love the, like, 1 or 2 sentence synopses that are just, like, this happened, but, I mean, I could show you, like, I wrote a paragraph for each episode, which is probably the reason why it was so, like, I needed to do that in order to... I needed to write it down as it was happening, because it would be very difficult for me to... I would have to write it down in the moment, because otherwise I would be forced to sit there and process the episode after the fact, which would just take more time. What I was going to do is take my paragraphs and snip out get the snappy 1 or 2 sentence episode summary from that, and then have that as like a... It wasn't intended to be like a reference, it was just me understanding it's like, I'm writing like 10 sentences
You're
about
writing
this
too
episode.
much. It's not poorly explained
It's
anymore.
like, yeah, no.
Now
but,
you're just explaining it.
But it was important for me to, like, hit on, like, oh, this absurd thing happened, because it was... I know that if I tried to do, like, what you would do, where you would have those snappy 1 or 2 sentence summaries, and then be able to recall bits and pieces from each one, I wanted to have that backed up as a, like... In realizing that I'm, like, I don't really remember well the stuff that was happening. It's like, I know my memory will fail me, so... And I'm already writing too much, and so, I mean...
I think a big issue with doing this is that every episode seems to be its own thing. Like, there's never any, like, follow-up. Like, there's no overarching plot from this, so it's like, that's why a lot of, like, the 2-line episode descriptions happen.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this doesn't connect to the last episode, this isn't going to connect to the next episode, it doesn't matter.
No, I get that. I just...
Unfortunately with Power Rangers, I'm sure there's an overarching plot. I'm sure they at least, like, go, oh, well, I'm sure there's one villain who's doing a thing, each time is a new plan.
There is...
Because Ultraseven, every episode was a new alien species invading. Every time.
That's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, there's like 45 different species of aliens, all who want to conquer Earth.
Yeah, like... Alright, I'll... Because what ended up happening is each time I did it, I would have a short, like, truncated sentence for each point that I wanted to bring up. Like, for episode 1 of... This is for Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, for those who give a shit. For episode 1, I have, like, 3,000-year-old quasar sabers on a tribal planet. Beetlemen attack. One ranger is just Tarzan, but lady. We are just bad Star Trek. Like, the whole set is just... It just looks like fucking like, Next Generation TNG stuff. The literal golden tickets to get onto the Terra Venture.
No, that sounds good.
That they were literally golden. It is absurd. And the main character's wearing a red velvet cheetah spotted button-up shirt. Fucking love it. Literal space shuttles, and MC Red is a stowaway. Terra Venture is an airport. Like, it's literally filmed. You can tell it's an airport. We go to the moon with no air, but who gives a shit? They have a training mission on the moon.
No, that sounds about right.
Magic bullshit portals and laser eyes. Literal portals just open up to a different planet. And shit just goes... Like, some beetles come out and start shooting laser eyes. And the aliens also speak English, because... And I mean, like, the aliens from the different planet, because it's not supposed to be a different planet, because in the original, it's actually about a mystical forest on Earth.
Well, you know, the British, when they were, like, colonizing, they got really far.
Yeah, clearly.
They had their spaceships, and they went up and...
Sun never sets, even if it's not our sun. God, I kind of want to keep going with this, but...
No, save it for later.
I should save it, because some of these are fucking golden.
Because people aren't watching this for Power Rangers, they're watching this for Ultraseven.
Yeah, no, and
we'll have our own video for Power Rangers whenever that gets done.
If I ever actually manage to finish it. But, yeah, that was just one episode, though. That's the problem.
Well, you're establishing things.
Yeah, but every episode has, like, multiple lines like that as I go. So, like, that's why I was like, this isn't really in the same format, and it would take me an eternity to explain, because I'm pretty sure there's, like...
50 episodes? Yeah.
Yeah, at least. So, but, yeah.
Yeah, no, we knocked that out faster than I thought we were going to.
There wasn't much to say.
Yeah, no, it doesn't help that 3 months between that and... So I can't even elaborate it if you wanted to know.
I mean, I think to cap it off, watch as much as you can tolerate of the Ultraseven opening. It's awful.
If you can get through the whole thing, well...
Props to you, because I couldn't.
I watched it once, and every time after that, I'm like, nope.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't do it the first time. It was
What's
bad.
weird is, like, midway through the series, like, so it starts off with, like, paint swirling, and it's... No. That was Ultraman. Ultraseven starts off with, like a whole bunch of, like, pebbles and stuff on the sign, or the title card. And they shake the title card, and the pebbles fall off, and...
Okay.
It's weird. Anyway, like, midway through the series, they switch that out for the paint swirl.
Uh-huh.
Because that's what they did in Ultra Q and whatnot. And then they don't change any of the intro, like, outside of the title card coming in. And then they switch it again, I think, back to the first title card.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Why are you... Don't make me watch this again. I don't need to know which number he is. I know which number he is.
Do you, though?
I think he was number 5.
7. Oh, God. No, that
intro was bad.
like, it was bad, and I just remember watching it and being like, I think they're going for a thing, and I think I got through the first chanting of 7, and then it just slowly dawned on me that, like, nothing was changing, nothing interesting was happening, they were just going to eventually go back to screaming 7 at me, and that's when I stopped, and I was just like, yeah, I think I got what I needed out of that, and it only wasted, like, a minute of my life instead of the full title run time, so, you know.
No, it's real good.
But yeah, it's really disappointing, because, like, that Ultraseven was the goal of the original premise of watching Ultraman, and just hearing how it's, like, baffling that it could even inspire Pokemon is sad.
Yeah, no, I mean, just whatever. I'm sure maybe there's another Ultraseven. I know he comes back and he has a kid.
Cool.
Who is also named after a number.
God, I cannot wait to talk to you about the Magna Defender. Anyway, that's completely unrelated, but it just, when you're talking about he has a kid, I'm just like, oh, baby Magna Defender. He has a little cape.
Okay, we'll see you guys for the next thing that I have not started.
Yeah.